Widespread aurora. What you are looking at are images of aurora borealis taken a mere hour ago in New York, Massachusetts, and Arkansas. If you were to simply go outside in 49 of the 50 U.S. states right now, sadly not Hawaii, you are likely to see spectacular and strong aurora. This aurora is expected to peak moments from now and remain at high levels between 1 and 6 a.m. UTC time on October 11, 2024. Translating to 6 to 11 p.m. tonight in California, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. on the U.S. East Coast, 3 to 8 a.m. in Germany, 12 to 6 p.m. in Melbourne, and 2 to 7 p.m. in Wellington. This aurora will be seen as both the northern and southern hemisphere across a whopping 22.7% of the planet. I will now take a moment to highlight where in the world aurora is most likely to be observed tonight, as marked by the areas between the two bright green polygons, while between the dark and light green polygons represents where auroras have a lesser chance of being observed, but still could technically be seen tonight. Of course, these rough charts assume an observation time at the peak of the aurora's intensity, and that this peak occurs during night rather than daylight hours. Aurora-caused auroras, for context, are created when highly charged particles released by the sun slam into Earth's magnetic field, which then flow down towards the magnetic poles. Once these particles reach the upper atmosphere, specifically in the thermosphere, they interact with various gas particles present where they shed some of their energy, causing the atoms to react and release a photon, producing light. Different gases and altitudes in the atmosphere produce different colors during this reaction, with oxygen often creating the color green at 100 to 300 kilometers altitude, red or pink being generated by oxygen at 300 to 400 kilometers elevation, or nitrogen at around 100 kilometers altitude, and purple and blue being generated by helium and hydrogen molecules. Auroras occur constantly due to our star's solar wind, but sometimes unusually energetic outbursts of material occur in what is known as a coronal mass ejection. The size and intensity of the ejection determines the strength of the resulting solar storm on Earth. In the case of the latest event, at 1:56 a.m. UTC time on October 9, solar cycles in X1. 8 solar flare occurred, releasing a coronal mass ejection, or CME, was released from the sun's surface and heading towards Earth, which were created by a grouping of sunspots more than 5 times the diameter of Earth, or 39,600 miles wide.